at 1616 Beryl Street in North Pacific Beach. And not only are we gonna take you on a tour through this gorgeous home, but we're also gonna introduce you to the hot San Diego realtor couple that is selling this amazing lifestyle. So we're gonna have a blast. Follow me. I'm Claire McKee, this is The Know. Today are Jason and Tuan Waldie. They've been together for 13 years. They work together, live together, and play together, and we're gonna learn a little bit more about them today. Jason and Tuan, come on out. Oh, hey! Bring it in for a group hug! Thanks so much for inviting us to this gorgeous home today.
Thanks for having us.
So this is one of your listings, and this house has a lot of history behind it, actually. So hit us with what's been going on here.
Well, it sure does. We sold this property to our client about 4 years ago from Chris Dioman. He's a former linebacker for the San Diego Chargers. Since that time, he's invested a ton of time, ton of money into this property, completely renovated the house, and I know you guys are gonna be super excited to see what it looks like.
So the house has been transformed and everybody's getting a private tour today. So what do you say we go check out this amazing home? Let's go. You guys, are you magicians?
We beat you.
How did you beat me up here?
You took the long way.
I guess I did.
We climbed the ladder.
You climbed the ladder. Well, you're gonna have to show me that after this, but thanks so much for joining us today.
It's our pleasure.
So you have a crazy real estate story. It's one I've never heard before. So do tell, what is one of the weirdest things you've seen in your experience thus far?
All right, well, I mean, personally, we had this time where I was with some clients and we were going down to the National City area. We kind of like to call it maybe the hood. We had a project of a home that was just naked, wasn't empty. We walked through the door and beforehand I said, hey guys, be careful because there could be some squatters, maybe some drug addicts in this property. Totally kidding, of course. I was like, oh, okay, it's no big deal.
You're just messing with that.
I swear to God, I could not make this up. I opened the door and just as a joke, because that's my character, I just say, get out of here! And then like, you know, not expecting anybody, and sure enough, there's like a guy under a blanket that goes, ah, and like pulls his head out, and like, I was like, whoa, shoot, you know, S word. And our clients and I are freaking out, and we just started laughing kind of like under our breath. Long story short, I said, listen, buddy, you relax. It's okay. We'll move on to the next one, you know?
Take a load off.
Dude, don't worry about it. I mean, this house was framed. There was nothing in it. So that was a funny story. They walked out and they were just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. I said, me neither.
That's what I like to call Instacarm, like when it just comes back to you immediately because you were messing with them and then they hit you with it. Instacarm.
Yeah, never gets old.
Well, the house was under renovation and it happens, actually it's really common for squatters to go to houses and just hang out.
Yeah. Wow, that's a new one, so thanks for sharing that crazy story. But I do want to talk a little bit about how you guys got to know each other in the first place. How did you decide to go into business together? I mean, you live, work, and play together. There's no escaping each other, right?
Yeah, so
you want to take that one?
So I actually moved down to San Diego over 13 years ago, January 2006. And I was actually going to school for nursing, and I picked up a job at a serving restaurant. I was serving picked up a job at a restaurant serving and going to school full time. And that was actually Jason's 19th hole with your friends after golfing and stuff.
Yes, the place that we go after golf to drink a couple of drinks.
Yeah, so one of the trainer,
hole.
the 19th hole, one of the trainer was actually dating one of his friends and just, you know, kind of introduced us. And we met at a local bar in Poway, and I guess the rest is history.
Was it love at first sight?
No.
No, the answer is no, it was not love at first sight.
For sure.
I feel like she might have told me that you were kind of a bro.
He was.
I mean, I guess I'm not too far from that still.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then, and so here we are.
So what made you start a real estate team together?
Well, it was kind of interesting because I fell into it having some outside influences from friends and trial and error through other businesses and stuff that I've done over the years. Kind of dropped into real estate, struggled for quite some time, found the niche, started producing, then it started clicking for me. Tuan already had family in the business prior.
Okay.
And so it was kind of more of a natural transition after we had our son. Prior she was going to school for nursing. But then, you know, after that, we transitioned and just kind of took a leap of faith and said, listen, I don't want to be working all the time and, you know, having these times off and stuff. So, you know, it was a natural organic progression for us.
Yeah. I wanted,
It wasn't easy.
The Waldie
Yeah.
Group was
And
born.
it's still not.
Waldie Group was born.
But
Yeah,
we still love it.
yeah. So I didn't want it to be, you know, I was actually pursuing my career in nursing. I didn't want to be a new mom working full time and be away from Logan. So that's the reason why. Well, he was actually in real estate for 2 years or three years maybe, and then
I lost track.
Yeah, we formed Waldie Group, and that's how it started.
Amazing. So if the Waldies are gonna be on the map tomorrow, what are you gonna be known for? What would it be?
I mean, are we not already on the map?
You're on the map, but
We're
I'm
on
saying
your
like if
show.
the world is gonna know about the Waldies, what are you gonna be known for?
Okay, well, first of all, what most people will know us for, if it's like a unit thing, not just individual, but if it's the both of us, they're gonna know that we're like super intense as far as like customer service. You know, one thing that we've always, you know, tried to live our lives by was to be treating every client like our only client. So every single one of them, we just ask them constantly, like, do you act like we're your only clients? And most people are like, yeah, we didn't know. It's like, well, you know, maybe we have 12 escrows going on right now, you know, and they're blown away by it. And when you say, but that's the kind of level of service that we expect from, you know, others, and we want to give that to you too.
Sure.
So probably just, I don't know.
Well, we treat people how we want to be treated.
Yeah.
And we treat every
Darn
transaction,
tootin'.
yeah, and every transaction is like, it's
Yeah.
like we're buying a home as well too. So we take that really serious.
That's really important. And you mentioned earlier that real estate isn't always sunshine and rainbows. It's hard, right? So what is maybe a fail moment or something you had to overcome that ultimately was a really big blessing for you?
For me personally, real estate was not my first choice. So I was actually training going to school to be a firefighter. And I got into that game what seemed like a little bit too late as things were progressing.
Okay.
So, you know, here I am in my mid to kind of late 20s going against like 18, 19-year-old dudes who have like all this time
Straight
and all
out from
this
high school.
dedication and stuff. I have a baby on the way and
Yeah.
things are like, you know, timing's kind of short for me. Even though it was my passion, I was a lifeguard for many years. So I had my EMT license and I was like on the teeter-totter where this was my deal and I had to literally just kind of give it up to pursue something else. And that was a big mistake in the beginning, it felt, because like we said earlier, real estate was not an instant success for me.
Right.
So taking that transition, that leap of faith from going to something I felt was secure and stable to now being like a huge mystery and a huge question mark was one of those things that, like, looking back now, it blows my mind. Like, I don't know if I'd make the same choice again
Right.
because I didn't realize where we would actually be. I mean, this seems kind of ridiculous to us because how, you know, the kind of people we are.
Yeah.
But you know, it's kind of cool. So like that was a big transition for me.
It is. And imagine if you didn't take that leap, what you could be doing today, your life would be so
Probably still
different.
count selling Christmas trees.
Yeah.
Like I used to do. Who knows?
And for me, it was actually buying my house at a really young age. 21 when the market was at its peak,
Oh, yeah.
and losing it at 2009 when the market took a turn. So that was actually for me an experience and also a life lesson.
Yeah.
But it was a blessing because, you know, it made me realize that wasn't too late for me to work on my credit again, buy another house.
To rebuild.
To rebuild.
It wasn't the end of the world.
It wasn't. But
a lot of people felt.
I knew real estate was really important and the whole thing about that, but you know, it turned out okay, but I learned from it.
And how amazing to have that experience when you're working with your clients day to day, to know what it's like to lose a house and maybe have to recover from that. That just
Exactly.
makes you a better realtor as well. Well, this is only just one small piece of the puzzle here. We have a whole lot of house to go check out, so why don't we go take a look?
Sounds good.
Deal? Okay, so I think the house keeps getting better and better, and there's a ton of outdoor space here, but how about this view?
How about that view?
Oh my gosh. So,
It's amazing.
tell us what we're looking at here.
Well, what you tend to be looking at right here is SeaWorld. You got the Needle down over there, which they do fireworks every day during the summertime. Not only that, you have a beautiful view of the Coronado Bridge and the downtown skyline. As well as today, we get the joy of seeing all the way down to Mexico. Is with those hills way down in the bay. We've got Mission Bay, Sail Bay, Belmont Park with the roller coaster over there, and the beautiful Pacific Ocean. So you take your pick.
Take your pick. What do you want to look at? I mean, really.
I mean, 280-degree views. I mean, pretty much anything you want. And it's from every room in this house for the most part. Even in the shower downstairs, you got ocean views.
Absolutely incredible.
Even the guest house in the back as well.
So let's talk about what are some main features that we just can't miss about this home.
Well, first of all, it was completely remodeled back in 2016, 2017, and has a whole new contemporary concept, open layout. And then this, where we're standing right now, is an all brand new addition to the master suite, which you guys will see behind. And I mean, you have everything that PV goes to offer.
And the nightlife around here, Pacific Beach, there's plenty to do. Ingham Street is not too far from here. There's plenty of restaurants, bars. Mission Bay is not that far, so you can take the family out for a nice beach day. La Jolla, if you want to take your significant others out to a nice quiet dinner.
Over the cove.
Yeah.
Well, and we're in such a great pocket here in Pacific Beach because we're a little further north, so we're in that like Bird Rock.
Yeah, you know the area, Claire. Come on now.
Did a few years here myself.
Preaching to the choir.
That's right. But let's also make sure we discuss the fact that you said this whole third story was not even here before.
No.
No,
So
correct.
it's
It was
addition.
it was a double story. We started down in the bottom level, then we walked up and we had a conversation where the kitchen and the main dining area was. Up the way, segue up here to the full-on designated master suite, and that doesn't include the backyard space, which is a tropical paradise,
That's
as
right.
you well seen. And then it goes into the separate what we call ADU or auxiliary dwelling unit that makes as a guest house with also its own rooftop
I was
deck.
gonna say that.
So we just want to call this one Buena Vistas.
Yeah.
Beautiful views.
Views for days.
Views. Oh my gosh.
Views for days.
And we've been seeing it all day long.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this awesome home with us.
Thank you.
I'm gonna torture you a little bit though. Are you
Okay.
ready to play a game?
Sure. Love games.
Sure.
You've been together for 13 years now. You're not newlyweds, but we're gonna play the not so newlywed game, right?
Okay.
So we're gonna see how well you know each other. For every answer you get correct, you're gonna get a point. And then whoever loses, whoever has the least points between the two of you, has to chug a beer.
Okay.
Are we in?
Sure.
Bring it on.
And
Alright.
dishes for a week.
Whoa,
Oh, and we're throwing in layers here to this. Dishes for a week.
She cooks, I do the dishes anyway. It's not that big of a
No,
deal.
for a week. Like I don't have to pick up a spoon or nothing. You're doing dishes for a
Okay,
week.
yes, agreed.
Okay, perfect.
Like, yes, agreed.
All right, first question. Where did you first meet each other?
Patrick's Pub Power.
Alright.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right, who said I love you first? 3, 2, 1, show. All right.
Ding, 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 ding.
I give you a smiley face.
So did I give myself a smiley face?
Joanne, what is Jason's favorite thing about you?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, you guys got it?
Mhm.
3, 2, 1, turn around.
Yeah, that's,
see, he
hey,
lied.
you know what?
He
Her
lied.
her heart-shaped butt.
Joanne, if Jason can describe you in one word, what would it be?
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. I put hot.
I say loving. Okay.
I can describe you in one word, loving.
Yeah.
Jason, what is Joanne's most irritable habit?
What is her most irritable habit to me? What makes me most cringe?
Yes.
I'm just gonna show you guys right now. Watch.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Go ahead, baby. What you got?
Well, no,
What is it?
I'm
Ready?
seeing what.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1, and show.
Jump!
Looking for white hair.
What? Yeah, that's what I put.
What did you put?
Nothing.
No, wait.
Joanne wins. Joanne wins the game.
This has been the No. We just played the newlywed game with Jason and Tuan Waldie. They gave us an amazing tour of this home. And now we're gonna go make Jason chug a beer because he lost the game. So let's go. Jason! Jason Waldie! Jason Waldie! I have a beer for you, sir.
Oh, because I lost the challenge.
You lost the challenge. Where's your
Oh,
wife?
thanks for a shot top. Thanks.
Yeah, where's your wife?
I thought you said a beer. What's this?
He's paying the price. He lost.
Lost your beer.
So on the count of 3, he's got to do dishes for a week per Tuan.
So this is the best part.
Take down that beer, dude. That's the best part. Go.
I guess I have to drive home.
Okay. Okay, Jason. Okay. There it is.
I'm fine. I'm good.
Crying! Don't cry!
I'm not 25 anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a better half.
I've got the best half here. I don't know where your husband went, but
No.
he's probably recovering from the beer he just chugged. So if you didn't know,
Dishes for a week.
dishes for a week. Now you know. This has been The Know. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.